Hello and welcome to Camper Iceland. In this video you will learn how a motorhome works. There are two batteries inside the vehicle. The first battery is for your engine and the second battery is for the camper. When you start the engine, your first battery will charge, but also your second battery will charge. The camper battery will never take energy from your engine battery. So if you waste all your battery in the camper, you can always start the engine. In doing this, your second battery will charge again. When you arrive at a campground, you can connect an electricity cable from your camper to the campground. When you connect your camper to a campground, this is the only time that your power outlets inside your camper will work. If you need to charge something like a camera battery or a laptop on the road, it's best to bring an inverter with you. Follow the same steps in the video to connect your camper to the campground. Here is the battery disconnection switch. Make sure you always have this pulled outwards. Never disconnect the battery. If you drive with the battery disconnected, your camper battery will not receive power from driving. So when you stop, you will have no battery in your camper. So before you drive away, make sure that the battery is connected. In this side compartment you will find the gas bottle. The gas bottle is used for your stove, your fridge, your heating system and your water boiler. Now I will show you how to disconnect and reinstall a new gas bottle into your motorhome. On top of the gas bottle, you will see an open and close option. Close the gas bottle before removing the pipeline connecting the gas bottle to the camper. After closing the gas bottle, disconnect the pipe from the gas bottle. When putting a new gas bottle into your motorhome, do the same but in reverse. Twist the orange pipe firmly into the gas bottle. Then after this, open the gas bottle. Make sure the gas bottle is open all the way so you have maximum pressure going into the camper. Now gas is going into your camper. After installing a new gas bottle, the first thing you need to do is turn on the stove. This will assure that there is no air in the system. Ignite the stove and allow a 1-minute burn time. To ignite the stove, twist the dials around to the flame and push in. Some of these stoves have the ability to light by themselves, but if not, just use the lighter that we've provided you. When you are finished with the stove, make sure all the dials are turned off and give the stove time to cool down before you close the glass over the stove. Next is the heating system. Turn the outer dial towards the flame. This represents your heating system. The inner circle has 1 to 9, 1 being the coolest and 9 being the hottest temperature of your heating system. We recommend 5 for sleeping overnight. When you're finished with the heating system, turn the selector switch to the circle. This will turn off your heating system. Now I'm going to show you how to fill the camper up with water. On this side of the camper you will find this cap. Unscrew the cap and put a hose inside the camper. When the camper is full of water, the water will pour out of this location. When you are finished filling up the camper with water, remember to screw the cap back on. Inside the camper you will find a water pump switch. Turn the switch on. This will allow your water pump to work. Then when you go to the sink, you can now use the running water inside the vehicle. When you are finished with using the water inside the vehicle, make sure you turn the water pump back off. If you leave the water pump on all night, this will drain your battery. So remember to always turn off your water pump. Here is the camper fridge. The fridge runs on a gas bottle. To turn on the fridge, turn on the control panel. Then select the switch that says auto and make sure the gas light turns on. This means your fridge is now running on gas. The option to the right of this shows you how much gas you're using. If your fridge is not cold yet, select number 5. Wait 2 hours and then you will have a cold fridge. This is your water boiler. There are 3 options on this water boiler. The middle option, which is a circle, is off. When you press up, this means 50 degrees water. When you press down, it is now 70 degrees water. The water will not get hot immediately. We recommend waiting at least half an hour before the water will be warm. Now in the video I'm going to show you how to set up the stairs so you can get into the camper. Always watch your step when getting into the camper or coming out of the camper. Under the bed you will find a piece of wood and a metal piece. Make sure that these are inside the vehicle before you drive off. These pieces have 2 functions. The first function is to make a table. See the video to see how this is done. The second function is to make another bed inside the camper. Follow the steps in the video to see how to make the extra bed. When you are finished with these pieces, make sure you put them back underneath the bed before you drive away. This is the best and the most securest place for them. When locking the camper, we recommend only to use the bottom lock, as the top lock can become quite hard during your trip. The bottom lock is much more easier and this will lock the door. The reason we recommend not to use the top lock is because if this becomes very stiff, you may break the key inside this lock and then you will no longer be able to get into the camper. So make sure to always lock the camper before you drive away, but only use the bottom lock. Now it's time to show you the car itself. This car is an automatic. P is for park, R is for reverse, N is for neutral, and D is for drive. Here you can see the 4x4 selector switch. 2H is for two-wheel drive. 4H is for four-wheel drive. To change the car into 4x4 modes, first thing you need to do is stop the car. Make sure the car is at a full stop and then switch the car into park. Then to switch into 4x4 modes, turn the dial to 4H. Give this 2 seconds and then the car will switch into 4x4 modes. Then all you have to do is switch the car back into D for drive. To switch back to two-wheel drive, you do the same thing. Bring the car to a complete stop, put the car into park mode, and then turn the 4x4 modes onto 2H, two-wheel drive. And then back to D, and then you can drive again. Here is where you turn on the lights in this vehicle. Make sure you turn off the lights when you leave this vehicle alone, as these lights are not automatic. In Iceland, the law requires you to drive with the lights turned on. This is in daytime and in nighttime. The maximum speed limit in Iceland is 90 kilometers an hour. Here on the floor you will see the parking brake. Push the parking brake down to activate this brake. If you want to release this brake, push it once and then the brake will release itself. Keep in mind, in winter times or in freezing conditions, do not use this brake, as this brake may freeze together in cold conditions. Though this is an automatic and all you really need to do is put the vehicle into park. When the vehicle is in park, it will not roll. When backing up this vehicle, it's very hard to see what's behind you, so make sure you have a passenger step out of the vehicle and assist you in backing up. This is the best and most responsible way to backing up the camper, as damages occur very easily when you don't know what's happening behind you. Also, keep in mind that this is a very high vehicle. Be careful at some gas stations, as gas stations here can have low roofs and high roofs. Always make sure to choose the high roof, and if you are unsure at the height, get a passenger to go out and check.